everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alendris, and today finally, after a lot of time, I will introduce for you the best solution that I found for the boss red chapter 17, 18 and 19. The boss of the chapter 17 is one turtle fighter with some amelioration. So if you want to expect some good results, because I will give you some teams, but perhaps you can give some ameliorations for these teams. So if you want to do it, you have to understand how this boss is working. So he has one taunt, like our turtle fighter, but this taunt is crazy long. And after his metamorphosis, after 30 seconds of fight, the taunt will taunt all your teams, and all your teams will be able to do only a white attack. Second point, he has a physical shield, but this physical shield another time can one-shot nearly all your physical heroes if it's activated when they are hitting him. And last skill, it's the rolls. I didn't see any modification for these spells, except that it seems the blind is more strong than the usual blind that we have with Turtle Fighter. So, how we can do against him? If you want to get some good result against this boss, you have absolutely to interrupt the taunt. First taunt will land, he will touch one of your heroes, it's nothing crazy, but especially when Turtle Fighter is transformed, you have to interrupt the taunt if you don't want to lose a lot of damages. Second point, use your spells in proper moment. I have two things to tell you about that. First things, when you are clicking on ultimate on your skill, you know that you have a cast animation. If you are launching some ultimate in the same time, you will cancel the cast animation and you will save some seconds and get some damages. It's first point. Second point, most of the composition against Turtle Fighter are using Ghost Musician. And to be efficient, you have to use the ultimate, the magical damage ultimate, in the moment when Turtle Fighter is debuffed, is cursed with the curse of a Ghost Musician. If you don't do it, you will lose another time a lot of damages. And against this Turtle Fighter, you can forget about using physical damage dealer, because as far as he will use his shield, they will get one-shotted 100% of the time. That's also, let's now to see it in practical. The first team that I'm proposing is if you are less than VIP 11 against this boss. So what we will choose, it's really important. We will choose against this boss Death Mage, Demon Assassin, Mechanical Destroyer, Ghost Musician and Imperial Executioner. You can see that my Ghost Musician is only orange 2, and it's the reason that I can get some problem and I lose some damages. So I will show you. At the beginning of the fight, you will get taunt. The best things, it's when Turtle Fighter is taunting a Demon Assassin, but it doesn't happen. So you see that this time I use in the same moment ultimate of Mechanical Destroyer and ultimate of Imperial Executioner. So I didn't lose time with a cast animation. He is transformed. He gets stunned. I still didn't get the taunt. Now I will get the taunt because I have nothing to cancel it. But I delayed it a lot. You see that I have only 30 seconds of fight. Oh, and I was lucky. Mechanical Destroyer is launching his grenade with stunning, and sometimes with the good timing you can be lucky. So 8 seconds, I will have time to launch all my ultimate last time. Timer is finished. We will see the damage, more than 4 million. And the detail of the fight. You see that Mechanical Destroyer did more than 1 million, so it's really nice. Unfortunately, my Ghost Musician did only 250,000 damage, and that's why the final result is not so high, but it's 100% one team that you can have if you are less than VIP 11, and you can see that more than 4 million against this boss is already really nice. We will see now the solution if you are more than VIP 11. This time we are in a configuration where we are more than VIP 11, so you will see that it's a little different. I will replace all my heroes. I will use Time Traveler, Serpent Warlock, because they are locking totally this hero. I will use Demon Assassin, it doesn't change. Death Mage and Ghost Musician. Another time, Ghost Musician is one of the key against this Turtle Fighter. This time it's nice, I get the taunt on a Demon Assassin, so I'm happy. You see that Time Traveler is doing a crazy job, and don't forget, another time, I'm showing you this team with my heroes, Ghost Musician Orange 2, Serpent Warlock only 4 stars, Time Traveler only 3 stars, and I don't have, for most of this hero, any training. I will show you at the end of this fight what I'm able to do in terms of damage against him, and after that I will show you one of my friends dealt against this boss with the same team, and you will see the difference is that he is full red 2 and really well trained. I get the tone, so for me it was really bad, and like you can see I lost my Time Traveler, so it's still 30 seconds of fight where I lose a lot of possibilities, and I get the taunt. So you can imagine how much damage I lost during this fight. And even with all this mistake, I did 4,300,000 damage, and you can see Death Mage, Demon Assassin deal crazy damage. Unfortunately, my Ghost Musician didn't deal so well, but now let me to show you how much damage this team can deal with a correct RNG and with correct heroes inside. If you are playing in a championship, you probably know this guy. He won the last season in a championship, and you can see that with exactly the same team, exactly, not exactly, because all his heroes are trained. I don't think full, but well trained, I'm sure of that. His Ghost Musician is red 2, and all his heroes are 5 stars. And you can see the result, 6.5 million against this boss. So it's really a nice composition. And if you are a little lucky and if you are playing well against this boss, it's exactly what you can get if you are more than VIP 11. The chapters 18 boss is Nymph of Sea with a lot of steroid, if I can tell. Her skills are just crazy. The wave that she is casting can one-shot nearly any one of your heroes who is not one tank. Second skill, the ultimate one, the bubble, is killing 100% your heroes if they are activating their ultimate during this time. And her life drain, kind of life drain, is nearly removing 75% of health of any one of your heroes. So what we can do against her? First point, you have to use strong heroes or hero who can regenerate. What I mean, during the second part of the fight, when she's transformed, every 15 seconds, she's doing her ultimate, but not on one hero, she's doing her ultimate on all heroes on the battlefield. And if you don't have heroes who are able to get the damage or able to regenerate, they will die after 2 times, or sometimes even less. So you will be not lucky and you will lose a ton of damages. Second point, it can be an evidence, but I prefer to tell it. Don't activate any ultimate during the bubble. If you are doing it, you lose one hero directly, or even more if you are in the second part of the fight. That's why the automatic mode against her is prohibited. Last point, you can and you have to use Clone Maker. Clone Maker, what it is, it can be a Cloud Walker, it can be a Fallen Dominion, it can be Evil Rabbit, and even a Tarot Prophet, sorry, because in this fight, you have to get the damage of the wave. The wave is dealing really amazing damages, and if you have one clone, it's him who will get this damage, and all your hero will be able to survive. Let's see now how to do during the fight. Let's begin if you are a VIP less than 11. So the team that I'm proposing for this boss, if you are VIP less than 11, it's this one. So you have Fallen Dominion, Ninja, Imperial Executioner, Death Mage, and Tarot Prophet. My Imperial Executioner is really well trained, that's why I can use him. I have the ball, so I will not activate the ultimate of Fallen Dominion, you see. Okay, now I can do it. I'm waiting, you see. Now I have my 4 ultimate. I can activate them in the same time. I will save a lot of time. My Death Mage will regenerate with a Ghost. So now I'm not so bad. Oh, okay, this it was not possible to do anything. I'm waiting the end of the ball and I activate my ultimate. You see that even with a lot of training, my Imperial Executioner get a raid and now I will die. I have only Tarot Prophet who are staying alive. But you will see that results are not so bad. I activate the clone because the clone is protecting me a lot. Okay, and if you are checking my damages now, 4,300,000 as VIP less than 11, and you can see that I can do more because I was not especially lucky during this fight. And if you are checking in detail, 1,700,000 for Tarot Prophet, but other heroes are not so bad. My ninja was not lucky. If you train a while your ninja, you can survive for the wave and you will be able to survive during all the fight, and believe me, damages will be really efficient. Now if you are a VIP more than 11, I'm proposing you this composition, who is probably the best one actually. So it's Evil Rabbit instead of Imperial Executioner, and it's changed a lot of things. And I'm sorry, during this fight I did one crazy bad mistakes. It's just horrible, but the try was really nice, and I will show you what I did in this fight, but it was really shameful for me. Okay, so for the moment it's really good. 50 seconds of fight, all my heroes are alive. And now the mistake is coming. I'm receiving the ball and I activate my ultimate with a ninja. I didn't see, I was a little fast. And it's a big mistake who cost me a lot of damages, and you will see that even with these really bad mistakes, my result will be not bad against this boss. 20 seconds of fight. So you can clearly imagine that I could finish this fight at least with 4 of my heroes alive, with minimum 200,000, 300,000 damage done by Ninja and more by Evil Rabbit. And even with these mistakes, I dealt 5 million and nearly 500,000 damage. You can see the report of the fight. 1,800,000. Look, 900 for my ninja. He could do at least 300,000-400,000 more. And for my Evil Rabbit, it's the same. He mustn't die if I'm not doing these mistakes. But I will show you the cherry on the cake. I will show you how much damage can do this team with a well-trained team, because my team is full red too, but actually in this team, excepted Evil Rabbit and Tarot Prophet, who are nearly full, other heroes are not trained at all. But when you have the proper RNG and the proper team, let's check what you can do. Sorry for his name, I little cut the name because the screenshot that I get was not amazing, but you can see it's the same team. It's Dafuk Tech, so a member of a really strong guild on server 2, who is doing really well in championship nearly all season. And you can see that you can deal more than 8 million on this boss with this team. So this team is working 100%. I don't think that actually we can find something better, but you need to have an efficient result, to have some training on a ninja that is survive from the wave, and you need to don't do a stupid mistake like I did, and you will get at least 6 million and a half every fight with a correct RNG. The red boss for chapter 19 is Demon Assassin. She has new spell, she is crazy high level and make you miss a lot of spell because of that, so it's really difficult to control her. Actually, if you want to have good results against her, you need a crazy good RNG, so you have to retry, and I didn't have this time, unfortunately. So teams that I will propose are not bad, I'm sure about them, but I'm sure that on your side you can have some better composition, and don't hesitate to put them in comments. It will help a lot of players, and even me, I will be happy to see some composition who are working well if you are VIP more than 11 or VIP less than 11. 3 important points if you want to expect some good result against a Demon Assassin. First point, try to interrupt the ultimate. I wrote try because in fact it's really difficult to do it. She gets ton of resistance in according to her high level, and you have a lot of spells who are missing. Second point, put only one hero in range of her mana burn. She has one snake as a spell who go around her neck and remove 100% of energy of your heroes, so it's work in front line and little behind the front line. So if you have, for example, Dwarf Warrior as a main tank, when he has his shield triggered, you will not get this mana burn and you can protect heroes from the other lanes. And last point, play with a lot of control in your team. It's important because as far as that you have a lot of spells who are resisting, you need to have a lot to have some efficiency against her. Let's see in fight how it is. If you are a VIP less than 11, this first fight is for you. I want to tell you that you can have for sure some better composition than me. I tried a lot of things as a low VIP, and not all was really successful. This one is able to do around 2 million against this boss. If you are lucky, you can do even more, you will see it. So you have Dwarf Warrior, Ninja, Chemist, Imperial Executioner, and Tarot Prophet. The main problem of this composition, if you are not lucky with RNG, you get the mana burn on Chemist and Ninja, and they are never launching their ultimate. It's not a big problem for Chemist, because Chemist in fact is here for his control, who are not working, but he's here for that. But Ninja Assassin is here for his damage, and actually it's difficult for him to launch his ultimate. If you have something else, I prefer to repeat. If you are another time VIP less than 11 and that you are able to do regularly something more than 2 million and a half, I will appreciate a lot that you are commenting, and for the community it will be a big plus. Like you can see, I was really not lucky. This time I will begin to be lucky when the fight is nearly finished. It stays 20 seconds of fight. The spell of Imperial Executioner was working. The mind control of Chemist is working. And finally, during 20 seconds, I was nearly able to deal many damages without any problem. You can see the result of the fight. So 1,800,000. It's not that bad for sure against this boss, but I'm sure from my side that you are able to find something better. So another time, I'm waiting your comments. This fight is now for a VIP 11 more. So you will see that the team is a little bit different. I was testing something, but most of the time I'm using Time Traveler with one of the main key of this fight, Serpent Warlock, Dwarf Warrior, Imperial Executioner, and Tarot Prophet. So at this moment, I was not sure, was thinking to use Turtle Fighter as tank, but finally, Turtle Fighter has one problem. He's not that tanky and he gets mana burn all the time, so he's not able to do his taunt, which should be really good. So, first point, the first skill of Time Traveler cancels the first jump of Demon Assassin, so it's really nice. And second point, you can see that all my heroes are out of range of the mana burn, excepted for sure Tarot Prophet. I'm using the freeze animation another time. My Time Traveler as 3 stars is really weak. It's one other problem. And you see that I'm keeping the ultimate of my Time Traveler to try to cancel the jump of Demon Assassin, but it's working not so good. So I'm doing it now and miss. Oh, miss. What a surprise. Finally, I was lucky because Imperial Executioner cancelled her by miracle. All my heroes are alive. I didn't get so much jump. And you can see that my damages are not so bad, because this time I did 2,600,000, and with this composition it's really not difficult to reach 2,500,000. Another time, if you have something more efficient as VIP 11 more, you can put your comments and I will be really happy about that. You see the damage. Time Traveler even as 3 stars is a second DPS, and other heroes are dealing not bad as well. So it was the last raid. It's now time to conclude this video. Thank you everybody for watching this video. I hope that now you will be able to do some good records against these bosses chapter 17, 18 and 19. This video was really hard to produce, that's why I'm a little late. I have only 2 tries per days in raid, like you know, and for sometimes I need to hire some heroes, so I can't restart and so on, so it was not easy. I want to thank you also players who helped me with their screenshot, Dasron and some member of Dafuk. It's a really good additional value, because when I see some players who are able to do 8 million damage with the same team as me who are doing 6 million damage, I'm thinking about which hero I have to train. Friday it will be an episode of War of the God in live. I'm around 1000 positions, so I think this episode will be really interesting and fight will be really interesting. After that I will be in holiday for 2 weeks, like I told in my previous video, so the rate will be not so high as it is right now. I wish you a Merry Christmas for everybody. Bye bye.